All right, I'm excited about this product update.
Yeah, so I'm Eric Cyphers. I'm the director in charge of all of the product development for GuestView Guide. Today, I'm going to show you one of our exciting features. It is a big update to our old feature called Messages. We've renamed this Announcements. This feature, we've thrown in the kitchen sink. So we've really taken the old Messages feature and we've really blown it out to include a lot of new functionality. And so I'm very excited to show you what that's going to be. Will really help improve the ability to communicate one-way messages. So this will include things like video, photos, QR codes. You can share URLs. So this is a big update in comparison to our old Messages feature, which was text only. So we're going to be allowing you to share a whole lot more content that way. So as I mentioned before, you can now share multiple formats of video. You can share images, so you can share up to 5 images. You can share up to 5 video. You can mix and match those. You can also add a URL, and that can be shared either by text or a QR code. We've also added 4 different categories of announcement, and this will allow you to prioritize the ones that are going to be the most useful or are the highest priority. So let's say you've got several different announcements that you've made, and sometimes if they're stacking on top of each other, you want the most important one to show first. So we've added an alert category, a reminder category, an information category, and a greeting category. And those go in that kind of order. Alert is most important, reminder second, information third, and greeting fourth. So the alert will always show over a reminder. This allows you to also view all of your old announcements. So in the past, once the guest had clicked the got it button, the old announcements would just disappear. Now there's a bell icon at the top right corner of the screen for the guest, and they can go through and they can view the old announcements that are there. Another fantastic feature that we've added recently is the ability to expire announcements when they're no longer useful. So let's say you've posted a announcement on Tuesday that your guest should take out the trash to the curb. Well, on Wednesday, that announcement is no longer useful. Even if they didn't take out the trash, it's not really useful to them anymore. So you can specify a time, of date, a period after there's a lot of different options for how you would actually expire that announcement. And so, if the guest does not click got it, that announcement will go away off of the screen when it's no longer useful once it's expired. We've also added a ability to get a read receipt. So you can get this read receipt or an alert when the guests read an announcement. So let's say you have a very important announcement that you want to make sure your guests have read, and you want to know exactly when they've read it. You no longer have to just keep clicking through to our system in order to see when they read it. You can actually get a notification at the time that they have read this announcement. And now we also have the ability to clone old announcements as well. So let's say you have a previously sent announcement that you had a birthday, happy birthday, and you want to use that again for another guest. You can go through all of your old sent announcements. You can clone one of those old announcements and use that as a template for your new announcement to your other guest. We've done a lot of work on the back end on the dashboard. So a lot of new features here. You can see a lot of the things that I just talked about here. But the thing that I want to highlight the most that's different here in the way we're presenting it is now we have a preview of what it's going to actually look like. And this preview is live So for example, as I update the images and videos here, you'll see it cycle through those images, and you'll see it exactly how it's going to look to your guest. We've also done a lot of new organization for how that's going to display on the screen. And so automatically any kind of scheduled announcement will show up here in this scheduled announcements section. Any announcement that has already been sent, you're able to go in and look at all of your sent announcements. So if you wanted to reuse that happy birthday message, those are automatically archived in the sent announcements section. You go through there, find it, and you can clone it.
Show us how it works.
Sure. Let me share my screen. So yeah, now I'm going to give you a demo of how to actually create an announcement. So these announcements are located in the old section that used to be called messages. So here in the main menu, you'll see the announcements page. I can go ahead and see all of my scheduled announcements. I can see my sent announcements. And so here I can also see the ones that are already read. I can click on the ones that are read and see who's read it, which announcements have been read, and when they were sent and when they were read. So lots of great information here. To create a new announcement, I just create the new announcement page. I'm going to go ahead and create an example here for a farmer's market. I can come in and just simply add some video, images and video. So pictures, save pictures, and I can upload them one at a time. So I'm going to first start with this picture of farmer's market, as well as my video. And you can see here, as I'm uploading them, they are adding in real time into the preview. And I can continue to work as they're uploading, but make sure you don't close this page, this modal, while you're doing it. But as it's uploading, I can continue to put in more information. I can put in a description. This is just a little bit of information. So I'm going to specify this as the category for information. I'm going to specify this to be sent immediately so we can take a look at it. But there's lots of different options here. We can schedule them to be daily, a certain time before checkout, a little bit of time after check-in, a specific date and time, or custom. So there's a lot of options here. Many of those same options are also here for the expiration date. So the default is after the reservation ends, but I can specify for this farmer's market, let's say I can customize this to expire on a Wednesday. I'm going to put it as reservation ends here just for ease of use. But then I've got the read receipt, so I can also specify who in my group wants to be alerted when this has actually been read. I'm not going to select that option for this one, but it's a nice feature. And I'm going to throw in a QR URL as well. So we'll put in the URL for the LA Farmers Market. And you can see here it'll pop in both. I can share that to my phone, and I can scan the QR code, whichever one your guests are familiar with. So you can see here, this is a great way to do it. So I can go to the next step, and here I can select a property to assign it to. And in this case, I'm going to select Grand Crown Resort, and I can go ahead and I can publish this announcement. And then you'll see as I go and I look at it, there it is. You can see here, it's flashing through the multiple images. I can come in, I can actually watch the nice little video. And I can even send this QR code to my phone. And that would send the link that you've attached here for the LA Farmers Market. So that is our new feature. I'm super excited about the possibilities behind this feature. It is so much bigger than our old one, which was just text messaging. It's just text. So a lot of opportunity here to do a lot of different kinds of things with this announcements feature.